Stay tuned for CU at USC tonight. We have some incredible music coming your way. Singer-songwriter Ross David is on the show. Welcome to CU at USC. I'm your host, Burt Chaikin, and tonight we are so lucky to have Ross David on the show. Thank you so much for being on the show, Ross. We are so excited to have you, and you have some amazing things happening right now. You have 2 albums out now, and you have all these songs that you've been premiering online, and you've really grown your fan base that way, especially with this one song, Fire Burning, that has been doing so well, and later we're so lucky you're going to be performing that on the show for us. But I'm wondering how you got your start, how this all started for you, and how you decided, you know what, this is what I really want to do.
Absolutely, and I'd love to share that with you. I first just want to say thank you so much for having me.
Oh, thanks for being here.
It's an honor to be here. Starting out in church, I really just got a good opportunity to play in a live music environment. I mean, I was probably 2 whenever I was acting like I could drum, so they really just kind of started me young. So it was good at that point to really just play in the drums and watch my dad play piano, my mom sing, and they.
So your whole family were musicians.
Yeah, they led the choir, they led the things, and they still are very involved. And just all growing up, I had those opportunities, and then, you know, I really fell in love with writing songs in high school. John Mayer was the man. He still is the man to many. But he really just inspired me to start writing, and I wrote all through high school, and I posted some things on YouTube, and since then, you know, I've been able to meet good people and have a good manager, a Jay Olero, Matt Hennessy, my team, really doing great things, and really just focusing on, you know, the things that are important and growth and building something that's real, long lasting.
And so what does that mean for you specifically? What does it mean to grow something that's long-lasting in terms of music?
Well, in music today, and this is from my experiences and what I've learned from others, is that, you know, there are different routes to take. It's really about, you know, what goals you're trying to accomplish. Are you trying to just sign a record deal? Because it's easy to just sign a record deal, you know, and you can get a bad deal almost anywhere. So for me, what's real is like I said, keeping good people around me, really chasing excellence. One of my favorite shows is the Masterclass. Oprah Winfrey. I actually watched one last night, and I watched a rerun, actually, Jay-Z, and you know, like he said, it's becoming a master and chasing excellence is everything to him, and I really love that. Just trying to be the best writer that I can be, trying to be the best performer that I can be, and really focusing on building a real fan base that's not just going to go away if you you know, have a record deal or don't. Something that's organic and that feels right, feels romantic. So that's what we're doing, and it feels good. It feels right.
Absolutely, and those fans really are coming. I mean, you've premiered, like I said, you've premiered a lot of these pieces on YouTube was where you started, and a few other websites. And how have you found that is maybe different than what has come before you in terms of getting your voice out and getting the fans to follow?
Well, YouTube today, as you know, I'm sure, is just a great outlet because there's so much traffic already going there for music. And without any kind of budget, and really in a lot of ways, without a lot of money for proper video equipment, you can just start. You can start writing and start putting music out and do covers, grow fans that weren't even coming to look for you, but they were coming to look for their favorite artist. Yeah. It's been a great thing. I can tell you that YouTube has helped, and that was where I started, but Pandora Radio has really kind of taken the stuff to another level, because at that point you're basically getting somewhat of a radio play for free, right, and getting in front of artists. And so if you have a song that works, it's given an opportunity to really kind of work. And Fire Burnin has taken on a life of its own, like you said, and it's been great. It's been a good ride, but we're not done yet. We're still trying to learn.
Absolutely. And so when you put a song out there and you get these reactions, especially with Fire Burning, because that got 144-something thousand views on YouTube, and then on Spotify another 200-something thousand plays. It's unbelievable. were you expecting that type of reaction from something like that?
No, I can tell you it's so funny because there's 6 songs on this first EP, the Chicago Sessions, and I remember, Jay and Matt were having me come up to VSOP Studios, and the day before I was like, I need a 6th song, right. And I had my 5 chosen that I had kind of accrued over the past 2 years leading up to that, and I was like, well, I just wrote this song, Fire Burnin'. I guess I'll put that on there. So that honestly was the last song to make it. Wow. And it's kind of a testament to sometimes you just really don't know. As a writer, some things mean more to me than they might mean to other people. And sometimes you really don't know what's going to connect until you just put it out.
Yeah. And when you do start writing, do you start with the words, do you start with the lyrics, or do you start with the music?
That's a good question. And I don't always start the same. Mm-hmm. And I know that many writers vary, and it's cool to pick their brains and see what they do and what tricks they know. For me, it usually starts with melody. And I've learned over the years that I write the best whenever I'm really inspired. And so you can almost not fake yourself out, but kind of make yourself be inspired or put yourself in the situation. But I can tell you, man, whenever you're just inspired by some emotion, whether it be sadness, happiness, romance, it's easy to think of a line, to think of a hook, and then you just build it off of there. And sometimes a melody speaks to you, sometimes a guitar riff speaks to you, right. Sometimes it's just a few words.
And so what are some of the things that have inspired you in the past to write some of the songs that you've written?
Chasing my dreams has really been kind of paramount in my acoustic releases and the things you can find on iTunes and all those good things. Mm-hmm. I really kind of grew up in a small town, not a lot going on, and dreaming of being a professional artist and a performer is just it's one of those things that people don't understand, and they don't. It's understandable, but they don't believe in it. It's hard to. All they see are the people busking and John Mayer, as an example. And he's not the top, but you see what I'm saying. They don't see anything in between. So for me, it was always a struggle to convince the people around me to really just kind of believe in what I was working towards and what I loved and my passion. Luckily, I've had a great support from my family, right. And I just am blessed in that way. And I've heard a lot of different stories and people having opposition from their family, but I haven't had that, and they've supported me and loved what I'm doing and encouraged me. So growing up, just chasing the dream was always something I could sing about, and romance in between, because that's always a typical thing for a guy to be going through. So
right,
material for days.
Gives you a ton of material. And
so
what are some of the challenges that you have seen as you've been chasing those dreams, especially coming out here and you don't live out here now, but working on kind of getting bigger and gaining those fans and making sure that people want to hear this music so that you can be able to make a living off of all of this? What are some of the challenges you've faced? Was there anything that you didn't expect along that journey?
Challenge for me, really, in today's world, record labels aren't needing to develop artists. So, like you said, building a fan base, that's a great key point. For me, the challenge has been really developing myself as an artist on my own with the help of the good people I have around me. And I can tell you that I'm fortunate because I can work hard all day, but the people that I have around me, like I said, Jay O'Leary, Matt Hennessy, my team at this point, have really been able to teach me that some things you can't do on your own. The challenges have really just been coming out of college, people close to you expecting you to follow a very kind of typical conservative route that get the car, get the house, get married, get the job probably before that, hopefully. And just to do that, because that's a beaten path. So for me, the challenge has just been waking up every day and just being like, I might not be at the level of success that I'd hoped to, right. But I believe in it. I believe that I'm going to get there, and I've just got to honor today.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, who are some of your inspirations that have you mentioned John Mayer?
Yeah.
Who else has really inspired you to do all this?
Oh gosh, man, it's kind of like asking I guess a film critic or a film guy, like, what's your favorite movie? Right. It's like, well, here's a list I carry with me.
Well, just some of the big ones.
Yeah, some of the big ones. I can tell you that I went to a Bruno Mars concert, and I saw the guy perform live, and it wasn't just that he came out swinging with the hits, and it was like, oh my God, like this guy has got some songs. The feeling, the emotion, it was inspiring. It was like, I just want people to have a good time. I want to facilitate that.
Visceral, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, just different people like him that have spent 7 years writing, without their name kind of being in the forefront, without kind of the success that they have, and just still working at it. Jay-Z on a different level. These people are hardworking, men and Beyonce women. Some kind of people that I'm looking up to right now and really kind of admiring. Tori Kelly, I know a lot of people are finding out about her more and more so every day. Singer-songwriters. Ed Sheeran has kind of taken on a bigger role as the days go on. But yeah, no, I mean, John Mayer for the longest time was really just kind of like my rock, and I joke that he raised me. I told someone before the show that I had an iPod, my first iPod, and I think it may have held 1,000 songs, but I had Continuum. I just had 11 songs on it, and I never put any other songs on it. So so my inspirations kind of vary, but those guys have kind of stood out.
And you can see through those inspirations and through your music, obviously, that you like to mix some genres, and you don't stick to kind of one path in that regard, and that's what's so great about your music and surprising about it. So I'm wondering, is there a genre, or is there something that you really like to kind of focus on that gets you started?
That's a great question. That is the question. and actually, what you're kind of noticing and looking at is a natural evolution over the years, and the Chicago Sessions, my first CD. I mean, even on the album artwork, I look like I'm 12 years old, and I was in a lot of ways. New to everything, life experiences, the songs, the lyrics. As I've put out more material and grown as a person, as an artist, as a writer, things have evolved and changed. My inspirations and people I'm looking to have changed. To answer your question, the foundation, where we're going and what we're trying to lay, is pop R&B. And so what we've done is taken the songs that are working, Fire Burnin being one of them, and then some other songs that make sense in the same circle, and produced them to a level that is radio ready. And it's going to be great. We're actually releasing. We're releasing them. It should be within a month, and we're getting the masters back this week. So it's an exciting time. It's good.
Absolutely, and I'm wondering about song titles too, because you on your EPs you have some really great titles, I mean, Fire Burning and some of those others that you just mentioned. So where do the titles come from? At the end of the song, what do you look at and say, I need this to capture this?
I mean, sometimes it's less romantic than it might seem. Sometimes it's what is the hook in the song, and then it just makes sense to go for a title like that. Sometimes you're John Mayer and you say a title and it's like, where are those lyrics in the song at all?
Right.
But I can tell you, Friday Night Dreamer. I was working a job that just wasn't for me. It was a good experience. I learned a lot from it, but I was pushing this broom at a grocery store and cleaning and waxing and just doing janitorial things all through the night, and I'd get out at 2-3 a.m. in the morning and then go to school, and this is in high school too. And I remember getting home one day and I started writing the song Friday Night Dreamer. There came a knock on the door, fear can't keep away. Just the lyrics are basically just telling that this calling came to me. I'm afraid. People don't believe in me. I've got to do this. This is my passion. This is what dreams are made of. Right. I met mine a long time ago, and that's kind of what can happen with songs as well.
Wow. Well, it really is all going that way, and we're going to get to hear some of those amazing songs in just
a
little bit. So we'll be right back with Ross David.
Awesome. Hey, thanks, man. Yeah. So where we move to the next part, or we take a little break in between?
Yeah, we're going to stay here,
okay, awesome.
and then.
You're watching Trojanvision.
Look at your own tots. Gosh, flippin' idiots.
Welcome back to CU at USC. I'm your host, Burt Chaikin. If you'd like to find out more about our show, check out our Facebook page or follow us on Twitter at CU USC, or like our page, or email us at cu@trojanvision.com. But today we are here with Ross David. Thank you so much again for being on the show. We're so excited to have you, and you're going to be performing just a little bit. But you've been talking about these 2 EPs that you produced, and you also have been working on some other songs, and I was wondering what that kind of learning process was like in terms of switching from the song that you originally created, you wrote it, you know, wherever it is that you were writing it, and you wrote it acoustically, and then you go on to professionally produce it, and what that process is like, and how that song that ends up on the CD might be a little bit different than what you started out with.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a great learning experience, even just learning how production is really done. I can tell you I'm working with pros, and Jay O'Lero, Wall Street is an awesome producer, and he has really taken songs that I've written in an acoustic environment and kept the same vibe, but produced them up to a level where they have an arena sound or a bigger sound. And so it's been great. It's been a great learning experience. I am not at the level that I really want to be in terms of production, but I'm learning. And
how much say do you have in all of that?
Oh, you know, I have the cool thing is actually, you know, I might step back. We're recording another acoustic EP as I'm here in LA, and actually my producer is having me, you know, take the lead role in production, and he's wanting to co-produce it just to have it as a great exercise in making the decisions and learning how to produce. So like you said, I mean, you know, seeing a song that's acoustically written and see it on the CD and how the changes, it's amazing sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely. And so now you said you're out here in LA, you're working on that, but you also have some shows coming up, right?
Yeah, actually, on November 18th, Sonoma Wine Garden. My mentor and I, Jay O'Lero, are going to be playing from 7 o'clock to 10 o'clock. It's a free show. It's all ages. So definitely, you know, if anybody could come out, we'd love. We've got some great people coming out. It's going to be maybe some special guests people might like to run into. But Sonoma Wine Garden in Santa Monica from 7 to 10, November 18th. So if y'all can make it out, that'd be great.
Great. And if they want to find out more about shows that are coming up all around the country and more about your music, where can our viewers go?
They can go to www.rossdavidmusic.com.
www.rossdavidmusic.com. So definitely go ahead and check that out. But for now, we're going to get to watch you do a cover of Sam Smith's song "Stay" that you performed live in Indiana, and then when we come back, we'll have a live performance right here on CU at USC of your song that is really becoming super famous now, and it is coming up, and we're going to show that here live only on CU at USC. So check it out. But for now, check out him performing the cover of Sam Smith's song "Stay."
Stay with me. Why am I so emotional? No, it's not good looking, some self-control, yeah. Deep down, this never works. But you can lay next to me, 'cause I know your heart. Won't you stay with me? That's good. Oh, yeah. This is love is yeah. Darling, stay with me. Won't you stay with me? your embrace. I'm holding on to you.
Yeah!
Thank you all so much. Thank you so much.
Performing live right here on CU at USC, a song from his first EP, The Chicago Sessions, Fire Burnin'. Stay tuned right here. This is Ross David.
Tell me what you see when you look in the mirror, because I'm struggling to believe what I'm seeing is real right now. Darling, other girls can't compete with the way you do, taking me higher, and I'll be begging you for mercy before these lights go out. There's a fire burning, here we go again, and I can't get enough, get enough. Let me take your hand, I can be your man, and I will give you love, give you love. Just give me the chance, I'll blow your mind. Here or there, all I need is time. There's a fire burning, here we go again, and I can't get enough, get enough. So, one step, two step, now we're stepping on the dance floor. DJ, don't stop what you're doing now, cause this is intense, that's for sure. So, get ready, get set, cause going steady is what I'm going for. I'm one kiss from ease and the pain if I'm insane, and now I'm needing more. There's a fire burning, here we go again, and I can't get enough, get enough. Let me take your hand, I can be your man, and I will give you love, give you love. Just give me the chance, I'll blow your mind. Here or there, all I need is time. There's a fire burning, here we go again, and I can't get enough. Eyes like the stars, but ocean blue. Girl, it'd be work to get over you, but I ain't giving up anytime soon. There's fire burning. Hey, hey. Fire burning, here we go again, and I can't get enough, get enough. So let me take your hand, I can be your man, and I'll give you love, give you love. Just give me the chance, I'll blow your mind. Here, there, all I need is a time. I am fire burning, fire burning. There's fire burning in. Just give me the chance, I'll blow your mind. Here or there, all I need is time. There's a fire burning in, here we go again, and I can get enough. Whoa, whoa.
That was Ross David performing Fire Burnin'. Thank you so much again for being on the show. That was unbelievable and providing us with some amazing live music. We'll be back next week. If you'd like to learn more about Ross and his music, check out www.rossdavidmusic.com. We'll see you all next week.
You're watching Trojan Vision. For more of your favorite shows, check us out at trojanvision.com and like us on Facebook.